This is the Patriot Trinity 64GB flash drive. I purchased it at Fry's Electronics for around $16. And honestly, it's a pretty good flash drive. For connectivity, we have a USB Type A connector, which is USB 3. Popping off this little cover thing here, we have a micro USB connector. This is able to connect to Android devices. And finally, on the other side, we have a USB Type-C connector. The flash drive itself is pretty small, and it's very compact. Right here is really where all the flash storage is, and the rest of the flash drive is mostly just connectors. Here's a comparison of the Patriot Trinity compared to various other flash drives. Starting from the top, we have some generic flash drive, a SanDisk Cruiser Glide, and a SanDisk Cruiser Dial. Here's another size comparison with a US penny and a 2x2 Lego. One thing I have to mention about the cover for the USB-C is that it's very small and it comes off so it can get lost. The design of the drive isn't too bad and it's pretty sturdy. The metal section of the flash drive, despite probably being made of aluminum, is still pretty strong. Plugging it into a USB Type A port is as simple as you'd expect. You just flip the metal cover and plug it right in. Here it is plugged in next to a SanDisk Cruiser Glide. Most flash drives cannot be plugged in next to each other for they are too big, but the Patriot Trinity is actually pretty small, and if you had multiple Patriot Trinities or even any other flash drive, you could plug them in next to each other. The box is pretty simple and looks like this. It states that it'll work on Windows and Mac, and there's some more specifications. The USB Type-C works just the same as USB Type-A. Here it is plugging into a Lenovo laptop, although it is USB 3.1, so it will transfer files a lot faster being plugged in like this. Sorry for the bad video, but a partition manager says that it's actually around 58 gigabytes instead of 64 gigabytes. If you have micro USB on your phone, it just plugs in like this. On your Android's file manager, you can just simply browse and edit the files on the flash drive. I put one of my older YouTube videos on here and it seemed to play just fine off the flash drive. As for USB Type-C on phones, my friend has a newer Samsung Galaxy that does use USB Type-C, and we tried it and it didn't work. It did not show up. We're not sure if it was his phone or Android or anything like that. Therefore, I cannot guarantee whether it will work or not for you. I would just play it safe and buy another USB flash drive that you're sure it will work with. A problem occurred with one of the read and write speed tests, and I see that this happens a lot and it's something you have to be aware of. When it is plugged in through the USB Type A connection, sometimes other USB devices don't work properly, like the mouse is kind of like, jerky or slow on my laptop, I noticed, and it's not as much as on my desktop, and it might be that certain USB controller cards have a hard time with this. So yeah, I do have the speed test results down in the description if you want to get a more organized view of everything, and I hope I did enough information for that. Now, the read and write speed tests really vary on what files you're copying, the type of USB you're using, even like USB controller cards or hubs. It all depends, and I could do one of those speed testers. Was it like Crystal Disk? I think is one of the ones that makes it, and yeah, I could do that, but really it all depends, and you can look online to see people's different speed tests. I just took one of the biggest, most common files, which is a video file, and I use that because that's usually the biggest file that people are copying. But overall, it's a pretty good flash drive. It feels solid, and it's much faster than a USB 2.0 flash drive. If you do have a USB 2.0 flash drive, I'd recommend upgrading to this. I've been happy with it. It works fine, and yeah, it's a pretty good flash drive. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.